Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming today. We appreciate it. This is a very special day today. We're going to sign into law a very special bill. This bill is House Bill HB 1067. And what this bill does is it will designate March 25th as Medal of Honor Recognition Day. It's incredibly special for the state of South Dakota to get the chance to honor this day, to honor those recipients in South Dakota that have received the Medal of Honor. We have had 11 of them so far. Today we are joined by Michael J. Fitzmaurice, who is our remaining Medal of Honor winner, and we are very proud of him and his service to his country and his valor during challenging times. I want to tell you a little bit about his story today because I think that it is so impactful. The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration medal given in the United States of America. It's used to recognize service members who exemplify extraordinary acts of valor, who go above and beyond. Again, we've had 11 of them in our state, and today I want to talk to you about Michael J. Fitzmaurice, who he is not joined today by his wife, Patty, but usually she is by his side as well and has sacrificed alongside him during his service to our country as well. Specialist Fitzmaurice earned his medal for his actions that happened in March of 1971. He and 3 of his fellow soldiers were occupying a bunker when the North Vietnamese infiltrated the area. And when they did, at the onset of that attack, Specialist Fitzmaurice observed 3 explosive charges were thrown into their bunker. He quickly threw 2 of them back out of the bunker, but realizing the imminent danger that was going to happen to his comrades, threw his flak jacket and his body on the 3rd when it exploded. He encountered extreme wounds, partial loss of eyesight at that time, but through this act of courage, he saved the lives of his fellow soldiers in that bunker that day. Despite his wounds and what he was dealing with, he began to search around and continue to fight the enemy. When his rifle was damaged, he ended up in hand-to-hand combat with another enemy soldier and then obtained another weapon, returned with his wounds and partial loss of eyesight to his fighting position, never giving up and never standing down. Because of his extraordinary heroism in action, he contributed significantly to the successful defense of his position, and he saved the lives of many, many soldiers that day. These acts of valor go above and beyond every day the call of duty and are in the keeping of the highest traditions of our military service. We are honored to have Specialist Fitzmaurice here with us today. I want to thank you for your incredible courage, first of all, for stepping up and serving, your courage during those times, the actions that you took, but even since then, living a life of example of an integrity that inspires so many more young men and women to step up and to continue to serve in our military and do it to defend this great country. Now, every Medal of Honor recipient has shown incredible acts of valor, just like Specialist Fitzmaurice has. Those men and women are exemplary soldiers, and they demonstrate what it means to be a hero. We could never have given each of them enough thanks for what they have done for this country. But now, because of this bill that we're signing today, each March we will celebrate Medal of Honor Recognition Day in honor of these heroes. Today, we're not only joined by Specialist Fitzmaurice, we're also joined by several other legislators. I'd like them to introduce themselves, talk a little bit about the bill or some of the bills that you have carried and why you're here today and why this is such an important moment for you. So we'll start with Senator Huffman, who was the prime sponsor, I believe, in the Senate.
But Representative Tortzen did all the work. He was the prime sponsor, and I merely carried it for him on the Senate side. I also happen to have the privilege of serving as the state senator for Michael Fitzmaurice, and it's a great honor to do so, and very proud, privileged to do that.
Thank you, Senator. Yeah, just Tyler Tortzen, District 14. You know, really, I've been thinking about this bill for a while. Both Representative St. John and myself had the honor of being descendants of Woodrow Keeble, one of our Medal of Honor recipients, who's the first Sioux to receive the Medal of Honor. But then also to be able to recognize folks like you, Mr. Fitzmaurice, for your service and courage and going above and beyond the call of duty to help keep our nations free and safe. And then to instill that service and for us to be able to come together as a community and as a state to recognize these individuals for their heroism, and then to be able to hopefully instill in that next generation that sense of service as well too. So just really thankful for my legislative colleagues and for everybody too to help make this possible.
Thank you.
I'm Senator Larry Zickman from District 14 here in Sioux Falls. I was a co-sponsor on the bill, and I was also one of the prime sponsors for our new Veterans Cemetery, which is located up to the northeast of Sioux Falls.
Yeah, Representative Brian Mulder, District 11, proud to support this bill. As Representative Torchin just mentioned, for me, and one of the reasons why this is important is that we instill in the next generation the celebration of people who serve our country and obviously the sacrifices that are made. I know my father served in Vietnam. I have a father-in-law who is a lifelong officer in the Air Force and retired from that, and just understand the sacrifices that families and soldiers and airmen and others make when they're in the armed services. South Dakota has a long history of proud military service, and to honor those who are Medal of Honor winners is just something special we can do now in March, and glad and thank you for your service.
Senator Jim Stalzer, Air Force veteran, Vietnam era. My very first bill was the Purple Heart
That's right.
Day, just like this one.
That's
So
right.
I also was a prime sponsor on the Veteran Cemetery here in Sioux Falls with Representative, at the time, Zygmunt, now Senator Zygmunt. So it's very important that we honor our veterans, and this is a good way of doing it.
That's great.
My name is Aaron Pollard. I'm the Deputy Secretary for the Department of Veterans Affairs. I'm just a humble public servant and get to serve men and women like Mike every day and call him my friend and my comrade. So.
Well, we're very honored today, too, to be at the Alliance Center, which is a center that is a gathering place for our veterans, host special events, but also where many of our veteran service officers come to do casework and to work with our veterans to make sure that they are getting the assets and the benefits that they've been promised because of their service to our country. Originally, this bill was going to be signed into law on March 25th, but we had some bad weather in Pierre. This worked out perfectly to be here today with all of you to be able to sign House Bill 1067 into law. With that, we are going to take some pictures first, and then we will sign the bill. So we'll do a couple of pictures.
You may need to stand right up in here, and then you guys can go between. So we can get you all squished in the picture.
So Jim, you're going to have to stand up on the stage, I guess, if you can get up there.
And then you guys can kind
You're
of.
going to be. Is that okay? Or behind the chair?
Yeah, if you will just scoot back a little.
All raise
Okay, perfect.
Okay, look at Ian right here.
Right
We'll
here,
just look
folks.
up and we'll
We're
smile.
gonna look up and smile. All right, now the governor's going to look down and pretend she's signing the bill.
So you guys can all look down and we'll just pretend.
Be excited.
Yes.
Great. All right, now the governor's actually going to
Okay.
sign the bill.
So today, House Bill 1067, it is entitled An Act to Designate Medal of Honor Recognition Day. Be it enacted by the legislature of the state of South Dakota that the 25th day of March be known as Medal of Honor Recognition Day. It's going to be observed in the state as a working holiday. The Medal of Honor Recognition Day is dedicated to the remembrance and recognition of those members of the armed forces of the United States who have received the Medal of Honor. Today is the 11th day of April. Signed by me. Congratulations. And sir, I'm going to give you the first pen.
All right.
Do you have anything you would like to say? He said he didn't want to,
Well,
but I don't want to.
The 25th of March is the day the 63 Medal of Honor recipients go out and thank the communities, and we go to schools and all kinds of outreach programs, just thanking Americans for what they do for us. And I'd like to thank you for bringing this into our state.
Absolutely. Well, we thank our legislators for working hard on this legislation and love supporting things like this that honor our veterans for their service. So with that, I will give the prime sponsors
Oh, nice. Thank you.
pen as well.
You changed the design.
I have one extra. I don't know who wants to fight over it. Jim, did you get one yet?
I've got
You
plenty.
probably got plenty of pens. There you go. There we go. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here.